Hey, what's up guys? Max here. And today I wanted to talk about a little thing that I've been working on. And I've been talking about doing arenas and hitting those milestones. And it's kind of time consuming and it can be a drag for a lot of people. But this week, I was able to hit all the milestones in every single arena with my roster and size of an account. And I'll show you that too, because that's also taken some time to get to the level where I found it to be with ease. It's a little bit of manipulation of like your mind and taking it in little chunks, especially if you have a roster like mine, especially if you have like school, you have homework, you have a job, you have kids, and you just don't have the ability to live inside the arenas all like every single day for a large portion of the day. Like I can't just be there like 8 hours a day, you know? So this is kind of what I did. Hopefully it helps somebody. It's still spending time in the arena, still tapping away. But it felt very easy for me doing this. And yeah, it's taken some time though. By the way, this is probably maybe something like as a challenge you might be wanting to work towards to be able to like just maximize the best source of units for just all players inside the game. So first, we're going to be looking at the Summoners Trials, which is what you're seeing there. That is the first arena that I tackled on day one. As soon as it launches, maybe it's not at like well, it's 11 a.m. Pacific time, my time. As soon as it launches, maybe it's not as soon as it launches, but on the first 24 hours, I do try to get all my points all the time. It might not be in all one sitting. It might be kind of spread out the day, but for the first 24 hours, I do try to get 1.5 million points inside the Summoners Trials just to make sure that I'm at pace. Basically, I am doing what I need to do just to make sure to be able to push, right? And I'll talk about why or just here in a second. So 1.5 in that arena only. Whether I have some time to be able to trickle my 7 stars and only my 7 stars in the feature arena, I will add them in there. It is 12 million points, but if you look at the win streak there at 41, it is incredibly easy to actually reach. Doesn't take much time. So on day one, if you have some spare time of the arena, just throw in some 7 stars. You don't even have to go through all of them. Again, depending on your size of an account, you might just want to do that, right? Day 2, same thing. Focus on the Summoners Trials just to hit 1.5 million points. At this time, you should be at 3 million points. And if you feel like you have the endurance to be able to push a little further, then go past the 3 million points to try to do, I think a milestone is 3.1. Having those milestones in the arena actually helps you mentally to be able to like push towards that. So, or it's 3.2. So if you can hit, like, you're like, okay, I hit my 3 mil, but if I can get to 3.2, that's kind of cool. And I'll stop there. So ideally, that's kind of what you want to do is the 3.2 or 3 million, right? And then again, same thing on day 2, throw in any 7 stars you have, any time you have into the feature 6-star arena. Now, by this time, you should have had some points again inside the feature 6-star arena, whether it's, you know, you've been adding points on day 1 or day 2. On day 2, you do have to start focusing up on the feature 6-star arena. Now, it's not much focus again, because if you look at, again, just pointing out the win streak, it's 41 win streak. Now, compare that to like over 100 on this Summoners Trials. It's still not much, but by this time, you should start focusing up on it. So, making sure you do try to get that 1.5 on day 2, and then whatever you can get, but paying more attention to the features 6-star arena. Now, day 3, basically, this is a day where you just finish it all off. You know, you're hopefully at 3 million or just above 3.2. This is going to be another 1.5 or just a million, depending on your score on the Summoners Trials. And then on this day, you finish off the feature 6-star arena. You hit the 12 million. It's super easy. Again, this is the one that's going to feel very like you're maximizing your points, because the 7 stars do give you a lot of points. So you're going to feel like you're just really hitting those milestones a lot quicker. This one definitely feels more of a drag. So once day 3 is here, you completed both arenas. That is when you do tackle the basic, or at least that's the way I handled it, tackle the basic 6-star arena. And then that converts into the wee hours of the next day. Or if you wanted to, or if you, like I said, if you have a lot of time within that round of arenas, you can probably get this one done even quicker. But I don't throw any 7-stars in this one. I throw my 6-stars, or if my 7-stars are free because they've been done from the 6-star feature arena, I end up using 6-stars. I really just use whatever is available. And as you can tell, a win streak of 29, it is very less tacking when it comes to the time and the effort to hit the 4 million points, the 41 win streak at 12 million points, and the over 100 win streak, which is, again, the one you kind of want to tackle and just do it in sittings throughout the days of arena at 4.4. And again, that is what I found, and I found to be very useful for me when it comes to hitting those milestones. It's not sitting in and trying to do it all in day 1 or day 2. Again, sometimes we're busy. Sometimes we won't even be able to do any arenas. Sometimes myself, I'm able to only do these 2 arenas, and I don't even touch the Summoners Trials because I just don't have the time, because it does require a lot more time. But it does pay off a lot more when it comes to units. So that's what I've been doing. I don't know if it's going to help anybody. Hopefully it does. Now, let me show you my roster. Because if sometimes I used to think like, oh, I need to do it all at once. And then you get burnt out a little bit of the arenas, and then you don't want to do them anymore, right? So that's happened to me many times. So when it comes to my 4-stars, rank 5s, at this point now, I'm at 105, and it's taken a while. I've focused up on ranking up a lot of the 4-stars. I try to focus first on ranking up the 4-stars that are complete nukes, like with the sides on, that just feel very like aggressive offensively. I don't care about defense on arena, but I just care to be able to KO the champion in front of me a lot quicker, and that's kind of what I focus on when it comes to the 4-stars. I probably will start using a little bit of Ascension Dust there, as you can see on them, just to, again, have that pace and that be a lot quicker. But that's what I'm working on with 105. I've been trying to do level ups of 3 at a time, because it takes 3 champions to do arena. That way, if I end up sitting and being able to go through my entire 100 champions, I don't have one like random or 2 random champions that are at rank 5, and I can't use them on a full like streak, right? So I've been trying to, but sometimes I miss out on the opportunity to be able to level up, rank up 4-stars to rank 5. Now, when it comes to my 7-stars, that is kind of really big. That is something I've been, obviously it takes a lot of time, and that you do sometimes want to be able to go through the entire roster of 7-stars, especially if it's not that big, when trying to do and maximize the amount of arena points you get in the 6-star feature. And I'm sitting at 78 7-stars at the moment. And, so like I said, I don't do them all on day 1. I do try to do most of them on day 2. By day 3, I'm pretty much almost done with the arenas, just because the amount of points they give you. And that's 78 champions. And then when it comes to the basic 6-star arena, I focus on basically only using my 6-stars. And sometimes only rank 5s or rank 4s, but rank 5s is kind of what I stop at, because it ends up using sometimes my 7-stars as well. But I have 40 rank 5s at this point, and that's kind of my roster and the size of my account, really, to be able to tackle the arenas, to be able to actually hit every single milestone. I'm sitting at almost basically 10,000 units, so we're gonna cross that and just claim every single one, just to show you kind of like the enjoyment of claiming every single milestone. I wish there was a claim all button. That'd be kind of cool to be able to hit, if just to be able to claim everything, especially if you've hit every arena. I think most people, though, I don't know if most people do it this way, where they wait and just claim them all at once, or do you guys claim it as you go along? I think most people claim it as they go along. I don't think most people do what I'm doing, and that's just part of another problem in a situation we have when it comes to like not claiming rewards or hoarding rewards. So yeah. But the cool thing too is we're adding on to battle chips, which is very nice to do an opening there. I haven't done an opening. I think I did an opening because I needed some units a few weeks ago, but I haven't been hitting the arenas as much as I wanted to. So it's just this round of arenas felt very easy, and it's a different point of view, a different way of looking at it to be able to hit those milestones. And so it felt very easy. So I figured, why not just share it with everybody? But here we're getting to the end. This is the 4 million milestone arena, and just like that, we've pretty much got over 500 units from just the milestones alone. So again, another 500, over 500 on round 2, which is going to be tomorrow, Monday. And that's 1,000 units to be able to pick up in a matter of a week. And that's not including the battle chips you're going to be getting and opening that you can do after doing this multiple weeks. And, you know, hopefully you can maximize and get as much there, and you get some good RNG to be able to get as much as you can there. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that helps anybody, if you want to try or attempt to do that, or if your roster is still not there yet, then start focusing on ranking up some of those champions to make it a lot easier. And again, it didn't feel like a grind. So it didn't feel very taxing or like hard to do just because I spread it out that way. Let me know if that helps you too as well. All right. Take care, guys. Happy weekend. See you on the next one. Peace.